Well, alright! Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here in the world famous As It Should Be Studios. And, well, today I'm doing a track versus track. It's been a while since I've done a Kiss track versus track, hasn't it? And I don't know if I've done one since I've been ranking the tracks. Maybe I have. I don't know. But I feel like it's been quite a while since I've done a Kiss one. And, well, today I'm doing the first two Kiss albums against one another. I'm doing the debut, 1974, versus Hotter Than Hell, the second album, also from 1974. Now, you'll see I have everything, all the early albums back there, except Hotter Than Hell. It's because I don't have my copy of Hotter Than Hell here. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. You know, it goes on vacation. I don't know. Right now, I don't have it here. I have a copy. It's not here. So I'm going to do pop-ups. But that isn't going to keep me from doing a track versus track, and of course, as usual these days, I have ranked the tracks, and that is the order in which they will be going up against one another, rather than the original running order of the albums. Okay, so 10 tracks, starting with number 10. Coming in at number 10 on the first album, I'm going to shock you. You're going to be stunned. Love Theme from Kiss. Yeah, obviously that's my least favorite on that album. Yes, even lower than Kissin' Time. Yeah. And, well, that's going up against my number 10 on Hotter Than Hell, which is Mainline. Well, that's easy because, well, let me tell you this. Some of the greatest Kiss songs ever are on that first album. That first album has some of the greatest Kiss classics of all time. But it has a couple tracks I really can't stand, whereas Hotter Than Hell is a perfect album. Not a note on that record I don't like. So Mainline, I have that at the bottom of number 10. I still love that song. I love the hell out of that song, but it's number 10. So, yeah, in other words, Mainline wins that effortlessly. Yeah, and I've always loved that song. I mean, I remember hearing that song for the first time as a kid in the 70s. I was probably about 9 when I first got this record, or first heard this record. And yeah, always a great one. Love Theme from Kiss. Come on, guys, you had other songs. You had other songs at the ready. You couldn't have put just another song on the album? Anyway, so coming in number 9. Coming in number 9 on the first album, I have Kissin' Time, yeah. And that goes up against the track that I put at number 9 on Hotter Than Hell, which is... oh, get ready to disagree with me here. Strange Ways. Yeah, a lot of you people have put that at number 1, or at least in the top 3. I love Strange Ways. Remember, this is a perfect album. My number 10 I love. I love Strange Ways. I just love the other ones more, and Strange Ways kicks. It kills. And I almost put Strange Ways higher, but I realized that I was putting it higher because it's cooler to put it higher. And I went, no, I'm putting this track where I feel it. I like these other songs more for various reasons. But obviously I'm putting it above Kissin' Time. Yeah, it absolutely wins. And I have, I need to do my tally sheet. I forgot to do that. Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, and Hotter Than Hell got the first 2 points. Okay, so coming in number 8 on the first Kiss album, Nothing to Lose. Perfectly good Kiss track. Definitely my least favorite out of all the tracks that I like on this album. And that goes against the song I put at number 8 on Hotter Than Hell, which is Coming Home. Love it. But I have it at number 8. And out of those two, Hotter Than Hell gets another one. Yeah. I will admit, Hotter Than Hell I like more, but the highs on the first album are higher. So it's gonna get to be a bit of a it's gonna be a battle when we get a little bit further up the list here. So coming in number 7 on the first album, Strutter, the opening track. You know, the very first version of this song that I ever heard was Strutter 78 on Double Platinum. So when I first got the first album, and I listened to that, I was really disappointed. I thought the original first album version of the song sounded really hokey. But I, of course, got really used to it over the years, and now I love it. But I still have it down at number 7. And that goes up against the track that I have at number 7 on Hotter Than Hell, which is Let Me Go Rock and Roll. And, that's a little bit more of a thinker. See, here's the deal. I think Strutter is a better song. Strutter's a better song than Let Me Go Rock and Roll. But I kind of, out of these two versions, like these studio versions of these songs, I'm gonna go Let Me Go Rock and Roll. Honestly. So, alright, so coming in number 6 on the first album, Let Me Know. Oh, man. Who doesn't love Let Me Know? It's such a great, deep cut from this album. I remember getting this album and I knew most of the songs because I already had double platinum, but this song I had never heard, and I loved that the minute I heard it. Such a great track. Up against my choice for number 6 on Hotter Than Hell, which is the title track, Hotter Than Hell. Oh, shit. Ooh. Man, let Me Know, just such a great upbeat track with the trade-off on vocals. It's just really just like a great, fun, good feeling rock and roll track. Hotter Than Hell's a little darker. Well, the entire Hotter Than Hell album is darker. This is really hard, this one. Damn, I'm going Hotter Than Hell. I love the hell out of Let Me Know. But Hotter Than Hell runs deeper. That one, goes back to before, for me, it goes back to before I even had this album. Well, because of double platinum, of course. And, yeah, I don't know. I just love Hotter Than Hell just a little bit more. Man, I don't know. The first album's going to have to get all the points from here on out to even tie, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so coming in number 5 on the first album, Firehouse. And that goes up against the track that came in at number 5 for me on Hotter Than Hell, which is Watching You. Oh, shit. That's actually really easy. That's really easy. Hotter Than Hell gets it again. Wow, you guys, I really did not see this happening. I really thought this was going to go back and forth. I mean, the first album has such incredible songs on it, and still Hotter Than Hell's wiping the floor. Let's keep moving here. Okay, so number 4, coming in number 4 from the first album, Black Diamond. The final track on the album, great Paul Stanley pen track, sung by Peter. Incredible track. It goes up against the fourth, or the song that comes in at number 4 on Hotter Than Hell, All the Way. Well, first album's on the map finally. Man, I really love All the Way, and I could almost conceivably see putting it over Black Diamond, but in the end, no, Black Diamond. Come on. But I really do like All the Way that much. But coming in number 3 on the first album, Cold Gin. Yeah, Ace written song, sung by Gene, because this is back in the days when Ace didn't have the confidence to sing. It sounds really great with Gene, but I still would love to hear how it would have sounded at that time with Ace on vocals. The world may never know. Because, sure, he could do a track now, but... Alright, so coming in at number 3 on Hotter Than Hell, Got to Choose, the opening track. Now this... I really love this song a lot. The studio version I like, but there's certain things like the Who's Your Baby I always found really disappointing, because the way they harmonize, like the parts that they harmonize with on the Alive version, that's so much better. So much better. I don't like the way they arrange the vocals, the harmonies on the studio version, but I love the hell out of the song, and I still love the version that's on this album. I mean, I put it number 3, didn't I? But yeah, come on. Cold Gin. That's not even that's a no-brainer. Okay, so coming number 2 on the first album, 100,000 Years. Man, 100,000 Years. And that goes up against what comes in at number 2 on Hotter Than Hell, which is Going Blind. Oh man. Oh fuck. 100,000 Years versus Going Blind? 100,000 Years. Oh man, Going Blind is epic, but 100,000 Years is just a little more epic. Okay, so number one, coming in number one in the first album, you're not going to be shocked. Deuce. Yeah, Deuce, and that goes up against my number one favorite song on Hotter Than Hell. You're also not going to be shocked. Parasite. Oh man. Talk about titans going against each other. Deuce versus Parasite. Ooh. Oh shit, okay. Oh. Okay, you guys, prepare to watch me stand here in silence and think about this, because this is really, really tough. Ooh. Nah. In the end, it's gotta go to Deuce. It's just gotta go to Deuce. And that's... Parasite is just absolutely just one of the best Kiss songs ever. But Deuce is pretty unbeatable, so I have to do that. Okay, so there we go. Let's see what we have here. So, the first album got 4. And Hotter Than Hell got 6. So, Hotter Than Hell won, not surprisingly, but... they're both incredible albums. Like I said, I like Hotter Than Hell just a little bit more because I consider that one perfect. You know, but it runs kind of like this, whereas the first album is like this. The highs are higher, but there are lows that are much, much lower. So, yeah, there you go. All right, well, thank you, everybody, for watching, and thank you, everybody who has subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. If you do, click the little bell because notifications. And come back on Thursday because Crystal Durant and Tommy Bon Void are going to be back here in the world famous As It Should Be Studios, and we are going to be discussing our top 10 favorite debut albums. Yeah, this week we aren't doing albums of the year. We're doing our top 10 favorite debut albums and least favorite, and then next week we'll bring back albums of the year and we'll be doing 2017. So do come back on Thursday for that. I will be seeing you guys soon.